Welcome to our home in Merida, Mexico. We finally closed on this place, took possession of it just a few days ago. We have been in it only a few days and we are already in love with it. The floor that I am standing on didn't even exist when we first walked through this property over 2 years ago. And here we are today in one of the most beautiful places that I personally have ever owned, ever been a part of owning. And we've had some pretty nice houses. But as you'll see in the coming videos on this channel, boy, is this pretty cool. And even though we spent a little bit more than you need to in Merida, you'll see that, well, I think it was worth it. Let's roll the intro. So in February of 2020, my family and I went to stay in a beautiful place overlooking the ocean in Guaymallén, Yucatan, Mexico. Now that is close to a city called Progreso, Mexico, which is home to the largest pier in the world. So if you've ever been on a cruise, you might have seen that little city pop up. But about 20 minutes south of Progreso, Mexico is a beautiful, large city of 1 million people called Merida. Now Merida was a Mayan city that used to be called Tijo, and around 400 years ago, a few people came in, decided that they didn't like the local population and took it over. Now that's a very sad story and a story for another time, but the city of Merida at that point was born and it has been expanding ever since. And currently it is experiencing a huge wave of growth. And when we came here in 2020, we knew after years of thinking about it, we knew this was the place in Mexico where we actually wanted to put down roots and build a home. Because you see, my wife and I, who just celebrated our 11th year of marriage, we have been looking at houses in Mexico literally since we met. She fell in love, I fell in love after she brought me here, and it was always a question of where. And with Merida, we finally found the place that we wanted to be. And so this is the culmination of 14 years of thinking about exactly how we wanted this to occur. And actually right now, I am standing on the second level of the home that we eventually found. Now the second level didn't even exist. This particular floor didn't exist. It wasn't supposed to look like this, anything like that. But now, because of an amazing architect, an amazing property, and a great location, it's here. Now to just give you a quick introduction to who I am, my name is Alexander Howell, and on this channel, we do talk about Merida, Mexico quite a bit. This particular house I've gone through many, many times, and if you want to see where it started and kind of where it continued to be during the construction process, I'll put a link right here, and you'll be able to see the first real walkthrough. And this one isn't going to be the real walkthrough. I'm actually shooting a lot of B-roll now to make sure that you guys have a really good in-depth look. I don't really want to create an 1.5 hour long video, so it's probably going to be split into a few different episodes covering different areas of the home. But over the next few weeks, you're going to see that pop up. So if you do want to see that, please feel free to like this video and obviously subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell. And that way, you know anytime one of these videos does go live, because we're going to be going through every single piece and part of this home, from this level that again didn't even exist when we initially purchased the place, to the bottom levels where part of it did, and we had to keep that historical area, and our architect was amazing in the way that he created the different rooms down there, to the back area like you can kind of see right there, which is our master bedroom, which didn't even exist and is actually towards the back of the property and is its own self-contained unit. And in fact, we have things like 2 kitchens. You can probably see the refrigerator right here. There's 2 bedrooms over here, full kitchen, living room right behind me, its own patio. This unit was basically so that friends and family could feel like they could have their own space. It was very important to us. Other things that were important is the pool, the courtyard, a very nice feel of the entryway, which you probably saw in the intro to this very video. So we finally took possession. At time of recording, this is Thursday. Last Saturday is actually when we got down here for the first time, and our wonderful architect, Henry Ponce, was here to deliver the house to us. And we had seen it the last time looking like it was coming together, but not quite perfect. There were still a lot of projects to be done. And when we walked in here, I promise you that for 24 hours, my wife and I literally just looked around at everything and were in awe. You see, we've been getting pictures. Our architect is fantastic about following up with us, letting us know everything that's going on that week, asking us questions, sending us videos, sending us pictures. So we had seen what the house was progressing to look like, but the moment that you step in, the realization of 14 years of wanting a place like this finally hits you like the friendliest ton of bricks ever. You might also recognize that my voice is completely trash. That has nothing to do with COVID or anything like that, by the way, which we've had to deal with throughout the entirety of the construction process of this, because that's what delayed us to the point where it's been over 2 years from the time we purchased to the time that we walked in the doors to a finished product. This is because I've been talking so much and my allergies were killing me up in Kansas City, and now down here, this actually sounds better than what it did up there. But all of that aside, we were able to come in here, love it, enjoy it, stare at it, all that kind of stuff. And then we realized, oh no, we have a beautiful house with absolutely nothing inside of it. So you might notice the TV right over my left shoulder. You might notice as you go through the videos in the coming weeks that there are a lot of things that we've done. But the other thing that we've done that I would tell anybody that's moving into a house, and I should have remembered this because I've done this at least 5 times in my lifetime, you need all the condiments, all the TVs, the coffee maker, the pans, the utensils, the plates, everything. And also, just as a quick note, make sure that you really concentrate on the type of plates that you're getting, or else you'll end up with that. Which, don't get me wrong, I do like to love more, be sweet, have faith, and be joyful, but not exactly the plates we would have picked out if we'd have been looking at the plates on the box and not realized that this wasn't just a label, it was the actual plate. So that's a thing. But all joking aside, we have been filling cabinets, doing all of these different things, making sure that this home is exactly what it should be. Now, when you have your home in Merida or anywhere else in Mexico or wherever you choose to build, one of the things that you probably won't have to deal with is the fact that we have 2 kitchens. So when we think about kitchens, we have 2 coffee makers, 2 sets of plates, 2 sets of silverware, 2 sets of everything. It is a wonderful thing to be able to give this to family and friends to stay up here while we're down there, and they have their very own space. My parents actually just left today, which, by the way, shout out to them. They are the best house guests ever. But it is one thing to be able to say, we're buying stuff for a whole new kitchen, and that's a little tough. When you have to buy 2 of everything, that creates a whole nother fun scenario. But all jokes aside, it has been an absolutely incredible experience. And in the coming weeks, I can't wait to share with all of you exactly what it is like, how it's been, and how we have kind of adapted to this particular situation. But as a warning to anybody that's going through the exact same situation that we are now, also understand that there are going to be times where you look at what's happening in a new construction situation and you can possibly go through some stuff. And we've been dealing with that as well. So when we bought the place, there were obviously some random things that were wrong. I am a tech person, so I immediately went through and put together my Linksys 6 network, which is a mesh network. We have luckily, we have Telmex internet. I paid for gigabit internet every single month. We've got gigabit internet. Obviously, I have to upload these videos when I'm down here. So I want to make sure that everything in this house is running on very, very good internet. So I bought 2 3-node systems that gave us a total of 6 nodes. I put them in different locations. The internet is functioning perfectly in this house, except for one issue. I'm paying for gigabit internet and I'm getting 50 megabits a second download speed. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, that basically means that I'm paying for 20 times the amount of internet that I'm getting. I'm getting 50 megabits a second. I'm paying for gigabit. It's a little bit of a frustrating situation. Now, first world problems, not a big deal. My architects team, they came over here. They're taking care of it. Tomorrow, it'll be fixed, no questions asked. But it's a lesson in making sure that you bring everything down to confirm that everything is working right. Because I'm getting 50 megabits a second download everywhere in the house, including when I'm direct connected to the modem that's coming in, which means that my system's working fine. They're just not giving me the power that I'm paying for. So make sure that you check those things. Another thing that's happened, and this has been a very frustrating situation, especially knowing, kind of what we paid for and who is working with us. And this is not a hit on anybody. This is just one of those situations. I've been on the receiving end of this issue as an agent in Kansas City for new construction properties. We had a bit of a water issue coming into the house over the last couple of days. We've had some really intense rainfall, and we've had this particular level, the second level, had quite a bit of water come in. And we have our media room in the front of the house, and it had quite a bit of water come in. Here's the positive. Our architect, our contractor, his team was over here within 20 minutes getting things cleaned up. That's what you pay the premium for. Everything's gonna happen. When you move into a house, you're gonna have issues that pop up. Nobody's happy about it. I'm sure they're kind of upset, frustrated, not happy. And we're obviously a little upset because, you want to move in and have everything go perfect, but that's the real world. What happened though was we had an amazing contractor. We have an amazing contractor. We have an amazing team, and they were over here lightning quick, figuring out everything that needed to happen. That's all you can ask for. When you move into a property, things happen. There's a dishwasher right over here. Nobody screwed it in. It happens. You know what it took? 5 minutes of calling them. Somebody was over here immediately, took care of it. This is a 45 to 5,000 square foot house that's gonna have things pop up. When you go with a professional who's done this for a long time and knows how to handle it, it gets handled. So again, for anybody that's moving into a house, your new construction, you're excited, you're all excited like we are, and you're a little bit green to the scenario when something like that happens, it's water off a duck's back. It's not a big deal. So that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited to show you all this house. I had to make this video to kind of give a warm intro to what we're about to go through. So if you're excited to see that like I am, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I have all of my social media links where I have posted videos and pictures and everything right down below. Instagram is kind of my main jam. You can always follow me at Alexander from KC, as in Kansas City. So Alexander from KC. If you have any questions, feel free to text me 816-727-7740. That's obviously a US number. So 1-816-727-7740. And if you want to go to my website, alexanderhowell.com, send me a longer email. It's just right there in the contact us. It just sends me an email directly. And outside of that, everybody, I cannot wait to live stream from down here. I'm trying to find the right location to make sure that, not too many people. We've got cleaners coming tomorrow and all kinds of stuff. But I'm trying to make sure that I have the right location to be able to sit down with you guys for a few hours, talk things out, answer any questions that you might have. And that's, again, the reason to like and subscribe. If you hit that notification bell, that's going to give you a push notification. That's going to tell you anytime that I live stream as well. So if I pop up, boom, you've got it ready. So again, thank you all so much for watching this. We are so excited to share this home with all of you that are watching, the subscribers, the viewers, and everybody that's new to this channel. And I'll sign off as always. Peace.